Today, somebody asked me which Harry Potter character would I most like to be. Now, I think the person who asked me expected a quick fire answer, probably Hermione because she's the main female lead. Now, he probably thought it was just a trivial question, but for me, this was an extremely important question and I had a good long think about it. And then after I'd had a think about it, I realised too much time had passed for me to answer the question, because he would have probably forgotten that he'd asked me in the first place and thought I was a little bit weird. So I made a video about it instead. So the first person I thought I would like to be is, of course, Albus Dumbledore, because he's the most epic character in the entire book. So I went through my head with the pros and the cons outweighed the pros for me because his sister Ariana died, as well as his mother when he was really young. And worst of all, the only person he ever loved, Grindelwald, he ended up having to duel, and then Grindelwald was sent to prison. And I don't think I could live with that kind of past hanging over me, because I'm quite a sensitive soul and I wouldn't be able to be as positive and enthusiastic as Dumbledore is if I had all those thoughts going around in my head about the people that I've lost. So the next idea I had was Minerva McGonagall. For many reasons, she's a brilliant character, but most importantly she can turn into a cat. And if I was a cat, I would go absolutely everywhere and I would have so much fun. I've always been a cat person, but then I thought, not in a rude way, but I don't really want to be old just yet. So I wandered down a younger path of the Harry Potter characters and I came to a stop at Luna Lovegood. Lots of people say that I'm like Luna already because I'm a bit airy-fairy and I wander around a lot of the time, quite daydreamy, not 100% sure what's going on. And the speed I'm talking at right now is about triple the speed that I normally talk. I've had to train myself to talk fast so my videos don't go on for hours, which has been really difficult. Then I thought, what's the point in picking a character that you're already like? Pick someone who's better than you. So my next thought was Ginny, the main reason being that she gets to date and marry the chosen one. That's pretty cool. And even though throughout the book she is in a lot of danger, she's not in as much danger as lots of the other characters. But then I remembered that she's got 6 brothers, and that's a lot of brothers. I've got 1 brother and I'm quite happy just having 1 brother. I don't really want any more. So finally I came to my conclusion, and the character that I would most like to be is Nymphadora Tonks. She got to marry the man that she really loved, she got to have a baby with the man she really loved, and she got to be an Auror, which is the best job ever in the wizarding world, but mostly because she's a Metamorphagus, which I think I've said correctly, because that would be so convenient, just being able to change at will, as well as for important reasons like being able to disguise yourself if you didn't want to be seen or anything. There are much shallower reasons that would be quite beneficial to my life. For example, I have to dye my hair in about a week, but if I was Tonks I could just shoom and my hair would be just the right colour, and also I wouldn't have to pluck my eyebrows, which I despise doing. So yeah, that's the character I would most like to be in Harry Potter. I would like to thank anyone who commented or tweeted me about the window licking thing from the Excuse My French video. That was really helpful and really interesting, and I love YouTube because I can ask questions and I get answers. I'm not talking to myself anymore, hurrah! So, new question, who would you most like to be in Harry Potter? And tell me why as well, because just writing a name isn't all that interesting. And try and stray away from the main trio, unless you want to be Ginger and brilliant at chess.